Okay, we're recording. Okay. All right. So my team knows I'm a mom. Okay. I have 4 kids. My life's insane. So I also homeschool my kids. So since we've done that, I've had to be very specific about my business hours if I want my business to survive homeschool. So one thing that I've made my whole team do is read the Miracle Morning and implement that into their business. So I'm going to give you some simplified ideas of how to make that work for you in a more powerful way. Okay. So for me, part of doing the Miracle Morning is journaling. And I'm like, dude, it's like 5 a.m, right? I'm tired. And so sometimes that was hard for me to get my brain going. So have you guys heard of this journal? It's called the 5-minute journal. I think we've sold like so many of these for Amazon but I'm going to run you basically through my routine. But if you guys need this journal, I'm just going to say that. I actually heard about it at Summit and I've been doing it ever since. Miguel Carrasco, you guys probably all know who he is. He talked all about this journal, and it basically helps you keep on your Miracle Morning without thinking about it. And that's what I need. I need something to guide me. So the first thing that it asks you to do, so guess what? Get out your pens because you're working. All right. First thing that it asks you to do every single day is to write 3 things you're grateful for. Okay? So go. 3 things that you're grateful for. Think good and hard. And I already did mine for the day. You all can raise your hands when you're done so I can move forward. Okay, so what I love about this is if you've ever read another book I'm going to recommend to you to read is called The Power. Who's read the book The Secret? Okay, so The Secret is all about the law of attraction, right? But The Power is the follow-up book, which I prefer better than The Secret, but it's about how the law of attraction is always about love and gratitude. So I think that one big longevity predictor in this business is whether or not you're grateful for it and whether or not you can approach your business and the people in it with an attitude of gratitude. So I love that this is the first thing every day that you do is write down 3 things you're grateful for. No matter how crappy your day or your week has been, you need to be able to do that. And what's funny is if when you do this every single day, like I can look back over the last couple of months and you can tell the days I was struggling because the things I'm grateful for are like really lame, right? I'm like, I'm alive today. I'm breathing today. Whatever, it doesn't matter, but it shifts perspective. And so I'm going to tell you, do this before you open your computer. It's one thing I've learned is that your power hour, like you have to take some time for yourself before you start your business. Because if you can do that, your business will come from a more authentic place. So we're going to talk about that in a second. Okay. The second thing I want you to do is what I call setting your intentions for the day. So this book does it for you. And it says, name 3 things that would make today great. So what are 3 things that you want to happen today that would be absolutely great that happened? So any 3 things that you want. So for me, like I'll share with you what I wrote. So one of mine is always feeling calm because like I'm like a wound up kind of a person. So I always tell myself, I'm like, today would be great if I was just calm all day because I have to work at it. So I wanted to get ready for San Diego because that's something that's stressing me out because I'm leaving my 4 kids. So I have a lot to do. And then rocking my power hour and knowing that like I got my crap done before all my kids got up and were running my life. So, and those were my 3 things. Okay. So it's really important that when you sit down to do your power hour and work your business, you're setting your intention and you know what your focus is because you guys have busy lives and you need to be focused and you need to keep those goals on your mind every single day. So I wish maybe I can show you. You guys are going to laugh at me. Because this next one is writing out an affirmation. So I've been doing this for a while now, and I write out, and it says you write out an affirmation for today. So why in the world would we do that? I know you guys have probably heard all about positive affirmations, right? And the entire group, what have we been posting every single day? I am a diamond, right? You've been saying that, and of course, then we up the ante and we say, I am a 2-star diamond. But like, I want you guys to take that seriously, and there's power in writing it every single day. So I'm going to share with you an app that I love. So when I go through my miracle morning, I journal, I read my scriptures, I pray, and then whether or not you guys are religious, you don't have to do that, but whatever. And then I found this app that I love, and it's called Think Up, and I'll post it in the group. But it allows you to write out your affirmations, record them, and then it plays pretty meditation music in the background for you. You don't even have to do anything. It's awesome. But what I've done is I created an affirmation list of all the things I want to tell myself before I even open my computer, right? So I am a 15-star diamond coach. Like, you guys should all have that affirmation. Like, that's a no-brainer, right? Because that's where you're going. And like, if you struggle with being focused, you need to say, I'm focused. I finished my power hour. So record all of those things in your own voice. Then before you even open your computer, I want you to just listen to it for 5 minutes. So this is something really, it's called, I'll post it in the group so you guys know what it looks like, but it's called Think Up. And it's like a little orange app, and there's a free version, and then the other version is $8. I know that's like an expensive app. It's like the best app I've ever bought. Because I actually have a daughter who has severe anxiety, and I use it for her. So then we record things, and then she can listen to it in her bed. It's awesome. But it's really powerful when you're trying to reach a goal and you get lazy. Like, you can record your business, your life affirmations, and listen to them in the car. Like, you guys need to be playing them over and over. So for me, it's been really powerful for me to write out my daily affirmations and then listen to them. And then once you do that, you're ready for your day. So one thing that I've actually been teaching my challengers, which is new for me because I used to think this was a bunch of crap. Like, I hated yoga, and I thought daily affirmations were for crazy people. And now I'm like the one preaching. So it's kind of funny. My husband's like, who are you these days? And I'm like, but am I so much happier? It's so much happier. So I do this with my challengers, and we call it 1-minute mom meditation. Okay? Because what I'm finding, the same thing is a problem with my coaches, my challengers, everybody, that we have, our lives get crazy and we don't bring ourselves back to center very well. So I'm going to teach it to you. And this is what I taught my challengers. It's really easy. Okay, so you wrote out your daily affirmation. So I want you to choose something to recenter yourself. So maybe that's I am a diamond. And every time you get off track or you get crazy today, all you have to do is you take your 2 little hands and you put them over your heart and you close your eyes and you breathe for a minute. That's it. And you say your affirmation in your mind. So I've been teaching my challengers to do this. You guys, this is rocking people's world. And it's 1 minute. 1 minute. So I want you to practice it. You don't have to do it right now. But I want you to understand that writing out this daily affirmation, and whenever you feel like you hit a wall anytime in your day, you got to come back to that. I've taught it to my kids. I've taught it to my challengers, and it works. So you guys have today, Sunday. So how many days do you have? 5 days, okay, to go diamond. You can do it. So you guys need to write out your affirmation, and you need to go back to your 1-minute meditation every time you start to doubt yourself. Every time. Close your eyes. I did this in the kitchen the other day. So my kids are running around, and I'm like, my affirmation is often, I am patient, I am calm, because my kids are insane. So my kids just start laughing whenever I do it because I'm like, my life's running in circles around me and I'll close my eyes and just sit there. And my kids are like, oh, again. It's so funny. But it works. So that's your assignment for this week, is to follow this pattern in your power hour before you get to work. Okay? So now you've taken care of your mind. You've set your mind. So I'm going to talk about for a minute authenticity and connection. So as you go through your week this week, you're in push mode. But what I don't want you to forget is that if you push in the wrong way, you'll push people away. Okay? So this is my other favorite book. Look at it. It has 1 million Post-it notes in it. It's called The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown. If you have not read it, and I'll give you the next step. If you're a Christian, there's a workbook called Worthy in Jesus. So good. It goes with the book. And I can post those in the group too. But what I love about Brené Brown is, for me as a coach, embracing vulnerability and authenticity is really important. And it's really hard to do when we feel like we have to throw up our whole lives on Facebook. But it's really, she talks all about authenticity, vulnerability, and connection. And I always felt like I was pretty good at connecting with people, but I really sucked at being vulnerable. And I'm learning that the more vulnerable you are and the more authentic you are, the more people are going to be drawn to you. And the more people will say yes. So raise a hand. Who took my challenge and got someone on the phone this week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. Okay, there's still time. Okay, so I'm just gonna read this to you and help you understand why this is so important. Okay, so why is connection and doing it the right way important? So this is what Brené talks about. This is her definition of connection. So she says, I define connection as the energy that exists between people when they feel seen. Okay, memorize this part. Ready? When they feel seen, heard, and valued. When they can give and receive without judgment. And when they derive sustenance and strength from the relationship. So for a minute, I want you to think about the people in your life that make you feel seen, heard, and valued. Hopefully that's your spouse. But honestly, when I read that definition, I went to my spouse. He'll probably never forget this conversation because he laughed. And I sat him down and I said, I need to talk to you. And I sat him down at the kitchen table and I said, do you feel seen, heard, and valued? Because I want to feel connected to my spouse. And I'm like, no, but really, do I make you feel that way? Because I want to, but sometimes I suck at it, obviously. So, but I want you to think about that when you're dealing with your people this week, is if you want people to join your team, and if you want your coaches to advance in rank this week, you got to ask yourself, you have to come from that place first. They have to feel seen, heard, and valued, or they're not going to do anything. Okay? So what you're trying to do is help people do that. So when you are messaging people, it's really easy to plow through and get to what you want. Okay? It's really easy to plow through and be like, no. I am a diamond. I got goals, people, and it's really easy to miss this step and to say, okay, I'm in a hurry. So I want you guys to be I want you guys to work your butts off this week. I mean, we're going to get to that in a second, but I want you to come from this place. And when you are spitting out words, okay, in messages, and when you're getting on the phone with people, I want you to recenter yourself and ask yourself, am I making them feel seen, heard, and valued? Because if you build a connection to people first, they won't just sign up, they'll stay on your team. And that's what you want. Okay, last thing. You guys are going to be posting crazy people this week. Okay. You have to post. You have to get vulnerable in your posts. So I'm going to read to you. You guys are going to love me or hate me. Brene Brown's definition of authenticity. And I want you to ask yourself, am I being authentic in my posts? Am I being authentic in my conversations? And think about it. Because I promise you that if you will do that, your business will change. It completely changed my business. Okay, ready? Authenticity. Authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. So letting go of who you think you're supposed to be and embracing who you are. So who in this group is a self-proclaimed perfectionist? Me. Okay, I'm a recovering perfectionist. This is what Brene says. She says, I'm a recovering perfectionist and an aspiring good enoughist. And that's like I live by that because we're so hard on ourselves and we pick ourselves apart. So I want you guys to know that it's better to be authentic and do something than it is to be paralyzed and do nothing. So if we're at this point and all of you all are not diamond, I want you to ask yourselves, why am I holding myself back? And a lot of times it's that we're worried that what we're going to do is not good enough, or we're worried that what we're going to do is not going to come out right. Okay? But if you're truly being authentic, then you got to let that go. Okay? So you guys can swear to me this week that you are not going to hold yourself to a ridiculous standard of perfection, and you're just going to be authentic and post what you really feel. Okay? Because so many times we hold ourselves back from what we could really achieve because we're afraid. So you're throwing it out. Okay? All right. So here's the rest of it. Choosing authenticity means cultivating the courage to be imperfect, to set boundaries, and to allow ourselves to be vulnerable. Okay, so that's what you're doing this week. Here's the second one. Exercising the compassion that comes from knowing that we are all made of strength and struggle. So this is what vulnerability does for your business. When you choose to be vulnerable, other people can be vulnerable with you. If you act like you're perfect all the time, no one wants to be on your team. Who wants? Because people will not relate to perfect. So when was the last time you shared something that was hard for you? Okay? And that doesn't have to be, it can be something silly. Like the other night I posted a picture of me like with a spoonful of peanut butter in my mouth. And I'm like, walk away from the peanut butter, right? Because it's hard for me. Like I could eat the entire jar. And I think people look at me, they're like, oh, she never eats sugar, or she never, Like when we are not vulnerable and willing to share that we struggle too, people will not join you. Okay? So your job this week is to be vulnerable and to allow people the compassion to be vulnerable too. So when you are talking to these people this week who want to sign up and who are scared, what are you going to say? Sign up anyway? No, you're not going to say that. You're going to say, I get it. So your goal here is to make them feel seen, heard, and valued. Okay, that's your number one goal. Because if you can say, I'm like 100% Brene Brown fanatic because it's changed my life. But one thing that I love that she says that I think will help you is she says the most powerful thing you can say when someone is in struggle is me too. People do not want you to fix their problems. They want you to know that that you understand their problems, okay? So you're going to take everyone you've invited, you're going to try to get them on the phone, or you're going to at least have a conversation with them of why not now? Why not now? Like now is the best time, okay? Leverage the holidays, you guys. Like leverage the fact that it's going to be Thanksgiving and Christmas. okay? Like it's time to make extra money for the holidays. People want to pay for Christmas, okay? People want to not feel fat at the Christmas party, okay? Like it's just the truth. So like paint the picture for them of why you understand that this is hard, or maybe they're scared, and why now is the time. But when you come from a vulnerable place with people and you make them feel seen, heard, and validated, and then you say, now is the time, they will sign up, okay? So I like sink into vulnerability really deep this week, guys, and really take a look at what you're saying to people, okay? Really look at what you're posting this week. Like, plan it out. Be like, what am I going to post? Like, how can I deeply share my story and more deeply be authentic to who I am? Okay, so like that was like really deep. And you're probably like, okay, that's a lot to think about. But like you guys are ready, and I want you guys to throw fear off, because I don't want you to give up if you're not there yet. There's no giving up until the fat lady sings at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday, okay? Period. So I want you guys, okay, the next thing you're gonna do is plan out your week. So I want you to ask yourself, get out a piece of paper and ask yourself, what do I have to do? Okay, what has to get done? Okay, where are you with your diamond? Okay, you don't have to write it out for me, but I want you to write this down. How many PS coaches do I have? And how many emeralds do I have? Write it out for yourself right this second. Okay, this is come to Jesus right here. Like, where are you? Because you can't know where you're going unless you know where you are. Okay, you got to figure out where your start line is. Okay, so now it's do or die time. So everybody knows, okay. Okay, does everybody know where they are by raise of hands and where they have to go? Okay, now it's time to write out what you're gonna do. Okay, so write out your days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, okay, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If you don't have a planner, here's my plug for all the things I love. This is why you guys do, I could like, seriously, if I fail at Beachbody, I could sell a lot of other crap, because I sell all these things all the time. Okay, this is mine. This is a planner pad. It's like my best thing in the world. Okay, it's a brain dump system, and I've got a crazy brain. But it has the days, and it makes me write out exactly what I have to do every day, all week long. So, first of all, I want you to write out on your days how much time you have to work and when you're gonna work. Okay, now think about this for a minute before you do that. When are you gonna work and how much time are you gonna work? This is sacrifice time, okay? Like this is have a conversation with your spouse, like I need to work during whatever. This is I'm gonna get up at 4 and work for 4 days. Okay, we've got 5 days and you guys can do it. So if you've got 5 days, what are you willing to do for it? Okay, so look at your day, think about what you have going on, and ask yourself, when are you gonna work? And what do you need to do to make that work? Maybe that is, you know, having a conversation with your spouse and kids. Maybe that's putting a movie on for your toddler and working for 2 hours. It won't die, I promise. So I think in this business, there are going to be times where you push, and there are going to be times when you feel like you have more of a balance. But it's always kind of a pendulum, right? You're going to always be swinging. So now is when we swing upward and we work really hard. Because at the end of the day, on Wednesday night, like I want you guys to know that you tried. And that you didn't just throw your hands up in the air and be like, I'm done. Like, I didn't make it. No, we're not giving up. I'm not letting you. So, when are you going to work? And now what do we need to do? Okay, so break this down for yourself. Like, where's your list? Who do you need to talk to? And do you have 5, however many potential coaches you have? Okay, so say you need 5 coaches still. Okay, someone posted that. They need 5 coaches. Do you have those 5 coaches in your back pocket? Like, are you already talking to 5 people? Okay, if you're not, where are you going to find those people? So what do you have to do? Okay, if I were you, remember those badass coaching posts I asked you to write? Now is the time. Okay, you need to post about coaching today. Missy, can you mute everyone? Yeah, I can. Oh, hold on. Everyone is muted. Okay. Is that better? Okay. Okay. So you guys need to write this out. Like, what are you going to post for the next 5 days? Okay? You got to post about it. You have to invite people to coaching, and you've got to go behind the scenes. Okay? Remember what I said about coaching. Like, I really believe, okay, so to get to diamond, you do not need rock star builders. That's just the truth. Okay? You want some builders, that's the truth, but you can add a few discount coaches. So you also want to post about your challenge group. Okay? So you want to do 2 kinds of posts this week, and when are you going to do them? So I would recommend doing some coaching posts, like why you love coaching, something vulnerable, something about your story, and then you put a call to action on there. Okay? And just say it on your post. Have you ever thought about doing this like me? Comment below. Send me a message. Okay? And then you reach out to every single person who likes your posts. Every single one. Okay? So you've got, like, if you want 5 coaches by Wednesday, it's time to post. So guess what? It's Saturday morning. This is a good time to post. Guess what? Moms are on Facebook at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. It's just the truth. So it's a good time to post. The other really great time to post I want you to prep for is Sunday night. Okay? Saturday morning, Sunday night is prime posting time. Okay? Because people don't want to go back to work on Monday. So maybe you talk about that. Maybe you talk about not going back to work on Monday and how what you do allows you to have, maybe you're not home yet, but maybe you hope that someday you won't have to go to work. Or maybe this allows you to make money from home with your kids and you're grateful that you don't have to go back to work on Monday. Okay? Like that's a post you guys can write. It's vulnerable, it's honest, and it will pull at people's heartstrings and it will help them see that maybe there's a better way, right? That's a good Sunday night post. But you guys have to post it, okay? Like, you have to do something. Okay, so I'm gonna challenge you guys. You're gonna write a post. You're gonna post today about coaching. You're gonna post tomorrow. If you have a like page, schedule it. This is what I did when I was afraid, because I get that way and I'm like, oh, that's really vulnerable. And I would schedule it at a time when I knew I couldn't abort. I couldn't jump ship. So I would schedule it. Okay, so I want you guys have been thinking about this now. You guys better have written them out. If you have not written your badass coaching posts, shame on you. Do it today. So you're gonna post one this morning. You can tag me in the comments. I would love it. And I will give you feedback. Nobody will notice if you tag me in the comments below. Or tag, your upline that's on here. Kiana or Marion or whatever, or Rachel. Tag them in the comments for some accountability that you went for it, okay? So you're going to post today. You're going to post tomorrow. You're also going to post about your challenge group. So this is what I see a lot of coaches do. They post their workout selfies every single day, but they never say, join me. Like, there's no call to action on there. So when you post about your workout today or tomorrow or Monday, like now is the time for some crazy call to action. And just be like, I'm getting my group started. It doesn't have to be even specific. I'm getting my group started. If you want to do it with me, let's do it. Comment below or send me a message. And then what are you going to do? Raise your hand. I will message every single person who likes my post. This is where I think we go wrong as coaches. We love to watch the likes go up on our posts, and we do nothing with them. Nothing. Okay? So I just gave you 2 challenges. I'm going to give you 1 more. Okay? Everybody go to my page, my personal page today when you have time. And the other day I made a live video about chickens in my van. Okay? So I left my van door open my daughter did, and I went in the house and my chickens got in my van. Okay, someone watched my chicken video. Okay, it was Marion. But this is real life, okay? Real life, there were 7 chickens in my car. And I'm like, what do I even do? Like, how do I get them out? But guess what happened? That video got so many views. So many views because chickens. I mean, they're chickens. But here's the thing I want you to do is every single person follows Kiana Hanna's posts challenge and goes live every day. Okay, and it doesn't have to be Beachbody related. So when your kids do something insane today, or when you're at the grocery store and they have your favorite kind of granola bars, and you like want to freak out because you're so happy, please make a live video, okay? Because this is where you find who's watching you. Okay, I have told you what you need to do every single day now. Okay, you're gonna post about coaching with a call to action. You're gonna post about your challenge. You're gonna post your workout. You're going to use a call to action, and you're going to go live every day for 5 days. And then you're going to message every single person who likes every post. Yeah, unless they're like your mom or whatever. Whatever, sign your mom up as a coach. And your dad and your grandpa. They like your posts. It's fine. I'm just saying, like, so many times we post and run, okay? We're not capitalizing on really who's watching our posts. So if you're like, Missy, 5 people are liking my posts, so I don't have anyone to talk to, go live. Because I promise you, if you go live every day for 5 days, people are going to be like, what is she doing? Like, what is she up to? And then you can see who's watching your posts, and you get to reach out to them. That's it. Just be like, hey, thanks for liking my video. I haven't talked to you in forever. That's not hard. And then you start a conversation, and then you invite them to your challenge group, and you make them feel seen, heard, and valued, right? You're like, yeah, I'm a mom, and it's hard. Let's be crazy moms together. Do you work out? Because I do. It's just like, we've got to get over it. Like, we've got to go after it. Okay, so what time is it? 7:07. I basically told you everything you need to do this week. No excuses. Does anybody have questions? Anything they're struggling with? Like, let's just get it out. Like,
I have a question. Do you
where are you guys stuck? Because we're unsticking right now.
Can you hear me, Missy?
Are you stuck? Is that why you're raising your hand?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay. Do you want me to unmute you?
Yeah.
I think you're unmuted now.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. My volume was down.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Okay. Yes, I can.
Okay. Do you suggest going live on your like page or your personal page or both? I kind of treat them interchangeably. I don't really post on my like page about like kids and stuff. It's all business, but I post a lot on my personal page about business too. But I've never gone live on my personal page. I always go live on my like page. That's a little bit of fear holding me back.
Okay. I love this. We're rooting out all the fear. Okay. Okay, so yes, I'm going to tell you straight up, it's fear. It's really hard to go like live on your personal page when you'll be like, oh my gosh, people are going to think I'm so dumb, right?
Right.
But here's the thing, is where are your people? You got to follow the people.
Yeah.
I am going to bet you that if you guys are all trying to get to Diamond, your people are still on your personal page. So do it.
More so.
Okay?
Because they don't see you. They don't see you on your like page.
Nope.
They don't, right? They don't see it. They
Okay,
don't,
did you
it
answer
doesn't come up.
your own question?
Sure did.
Okay, so
Thanks
now
a
what are
lot.
you gonna do? Okay, you're just do it. Be vulnerable. You can do
Okay.
it. I don't care if it's sharing the kind of shampoo you use. You guys, it just doesn't matter. Like, you just gotta get over the fear of going live. Like, you have to do it. It is so valuable right now because it shows you as a whole person. And when you do that, people feel like they can relate to you, right? They feel seen, heard, and valued because you're a real person to them. So go live on your personal page. I'm not saying don't go live on your like page, but if you don't have a lot of likes on your like page, you know what? Go the other direction. This is what I do. So I've been like, if I do something silly with my kids or whatever, I go live on my personal page. I share it to my like page and I'm like, this is me live on my personal page. And you know what happens? I get like this slew of friend requests from my like page people. I'm like, awesome. They want to follow me in real life, you know? And so it's okay. Like, but for all intensive purposes, like this week we got our blinders on and we've got to be focused. So I am going to say, if you do not have a lot of likes on your like page and you're not getting like a ton of attention there, go live on your personal page.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Anybody else? Who else has a question? Oh, Lauren, getting builders to Emerald. Okay, hold on. I don't want to push them, but I want to push them. Okay, we need to push them a little bit. Okay, so my first thing, you guys, if you have builders and they're not like, let's go Emerald, like, have you gotten on the phone with them yet? Like, because if you're not, I mean, this is do or die time. Like, message every builder you have, if you have any. And if you don't have any builders and you're all discount coaches, guess who you're messaging this week? You got to work with what you got right now. And it doesn't mean you can't sign up a Rockstar builder today. They're scared to get themselves out there. Okay, then break this down for them. Give them this is a good conversation. How do we get people to Emerald? It's you plus 2, right? So sit down with them and just say, 1, let's get vulnerable, okay? We can do it. Help them feel validated and help them, give them some confidence in themselves. But sometimes you have to like do what I'm doing, right? You got to give them something to do. Because it's really easy to be like, okay, let's go Emerald. And they're like, okay. But if you don't specifically help them, they won't do it, because what you're working with right now are probably if they're not Emerald already, they need some, like a kick in the pants, or they need like a self-motivation seminar, like to believe in themselves. And that's all you, baby. Like, that's all you. So I'm going to tell you right now, every coach you have in your back office, you get on the phone. Any specific steps? Yep. You ask them, okay, first you got to tell them why they want to be Emerald. Because guess what? They will not do it for you. Well, they might if it's your best friend or your mom. But, okay, it can't be about you. It can't be, guess what? I need to go diamond by Wednesday. Like, it doesn't mean you can't share your goal with them and say, look, I really want us to be a diamond team. Let me help you get to Emerald. That's appropriate. But do not make this about you and just be like, no, I really need you to do it because I want it to be diamond. Like, that is not making them feel seen, heard, and validated, okay? Don't do that. You can say, I want us to be a diamond team because I think we deserve it, and I think you're amazing, and I want to move forward with you. That's how you do this, okay? So specific steps. You have to help them make a list, okay? Every single person has 100 people they can talk to. It's just getting them to do it. And that might, if diamond is worth it to you, you might have to baby step a few Emeralds to get there, okay? And that's okay. Because you get to Emerald, you get them to Emerald, and then you keep them going. Like, this is worth a little hand holding right now because this is your goal and you're going to go for it. So be willing to put in a little extra TLC this week with your Emeralds, potential Emeralds, okay? If you have your spouse signed up, guys, there's an Emerald right there. You can do that. You can sign up to discount coaches under your spouse. It's a push for you because you're going to have to sign up extra coaches. Okay. But you can do it. So own that. Own the fact that if you have your spouse signed up, you have a potential emerald there that you can control. Okay. So just add to your needed coaches and go for it. Okay. So there's one way. Second way, what do you do with these people who don't feel, they're either afraid or they don't see the value of emerald? You got to help them see the value of emerald. Okay. Help them see the value of growing as a team and of team cycle bonus. And it doesn't matter if you're not making a lot of money right now. You have to show them like, look, this is our potential and we can't move together unless we move together. So let me help you get to emerald so you can start making team cycle bonus. Assure them that you're not going to abandon them and that you're going to help them build their volume, right? You're building under them. Be like, look, this is a team effort and we're going to do it together. Like, tell them you're going to be there because you are. None of you on this call are quitters. So reassure them because they don't know what is in the future. So paint the picture for them. Okay. Help them understand that they're going to make team cycle bonus. Help them understand that when they're earning free leads. Help them understand that means when they're an emerald, they're growing their business, right? And help them see that emerald doesn't have to be building coaches. So help them invite 10 people to a challenge group and give them the option of a discount coach. It's teaching these emeralds the skills, because sometimes the reason they're afraid is because they don't have the skills. They don't know, oh, well, I can invite 25 people to my challenge group and the 2 that sign up, I can sign them up as discount coaches and go emerald, or they can sign up their spouse. One thing that I do with, my emeralds is I say, look, if you want to build this business, you absolutely should sign up your spouse. It's just good sense. And maybe you sign up your spouse, you get a cheap challenge pack, and then eventually, you can cancel the Shakeology in their account and put customers through their account if you want to keep it active. I think people are afraid to sign up their spouse because all they see is 2 Shakeology bags every month. So take that fear from them and just say, look, it makes sense to build your business with your spouse there because it massively grows your income potential as a family. But look, do it one time and then by next month, find a customer to put through your spouse to keep him active and at least hold the spot. Okay, show them that signing up their spouse and holding the spot is beneficial to them and that they don't have to pay for Shakeology in that account forever, but they're not ever going to get that spot back, ever. They sign someone up in that spot, that person will always be above their spouse and have more income potential than their spouse. So if they haven't signed up their spouse, there's one coach. You guys can help them find one more coach, right? You can say, okay, I'm willing to run an extra challenge group for you. And I'm going to help you invite people to it and walk them through it. Say, okay, give me your list of 25 people and sit down on the phone with them on Zoom and help them invite those people. Is it worth your time to go diamond? It's worth it. So if you're sitting here and you have 9 coaches and no emeralds, this is your baby, okay? This is what you're doing this week. You get every single one of your coaches, discount or builder, on the phone. You ask them what they want, and you say, I'm running another challenge group. Do you want to invite 2 people and go emerald so you can start making team cycle bonus? Let me help you. And then you help them. And that means you're helping them write messages, if that's what it means. It is worth it. And then you teach them to be independent. Okay? But this is a push mode scenario. You may not be able to do that for every single new coach every single time. But now is the time when you really invest in these people. Because you need to go diamond by Wednesday. Okay? Anybody else have questions?
Hey, Missy, can I ask you a question on that? Do you do that as a practice, as a leader of your team? Do you do that with coaches right from the get-go, teaching them kind of on a Zoom call, presence to sort of what we're doing now? Do you not just to getting started right call, but kind of mapping the way for new coaches to kind of get them to that mindset of what the work that's involved? Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm missing something with that.
Yeah, I invest deeply in my new coaches. And I find out what they want. And then I help them see the value in going Emerald. And if in a push mode scenario, like I may baby step them a little bit more, but I do that from their getting started right call. Like they know what Emerald is, they know what their first goal is. And sometimes depending on the person, sometimes that overwhelms people, you know? And so I back them up and I'm like, okay, fine. Let's work on your transformation and let's hit Success Club 5, you know, let's work on inviting some people. And then, you know, it just depends on their personality if rank freaks them out. But like they know the value of it.
Right.
And they know that that's their goal. Okay, let's see. To keep spouse active with 50 PV, transfer customer order to that account. Yeah. So you can put a customer order through their account. The other thing that you guys can help your coaches see is that if they're keeping a spouse account active, they don't just have to do Shakeology. So I think that's a misconception. Okay, there are lots of different things that they can do to get 50 PV. And that's the 3-day refresh. They can do performance line. They can do a lot of different things to get that 50 PV, and they don't have to necessarily have 2 bags of Shakeology. Any other questions? Concerns? Like any questions? Because this is it for you. How do you transfer a customer? You have to have them do it. They have to do a coach switch. But they can just do that on there. And as far as like wording, I just tell people that I run that account with my husband, and most people don't care.
Hey, Missy.
Yeah.
You can actually change a customer without the new form.
You can change them without them knowing now?
As long as you have their last like order number and one of their order numbers.
Oh, there you go.
So there's a new online form, you guys. I don't know if you've seen it, where you'll just input your husband's email and his coach ID and the last 4 digits of his social, and you can jump on, and then you just enter your customer's email and their last order number, and then request the transfer that way.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it makes it super easy.
Is it just under forms and documents?
Yep. Yeah, you used to have to do it over chat, but they created a form now, so it's really easy. Just a customer coach change form.
That is brilliant, because I'm probably sure they were sick of getting 9,000 emails every week. That's a lot. Okay, guys, anything else? Do you have
I just have a question about. So if you're trying to help them get to enroll, like they can sign up their spouse or mom, whoever they want to get help from, and just start with a challenge pack, and then after that they can cancel their HD?
Yes.
That's what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. So then so then they would have to just put one customer order through that account to keep it active. Anybody else? That's not the hub's personal order. No. If you're just trying to keep an account active, so like for your husband's account, if you just want to keep it active, it can either be their personal order or a customer order. It doesn't matter. It just has to be 50 PV going through that account. So it doesn't have to, unless you're trying to hit Success Club in their account, but that's a different story. So then it has to be like their own order. But anybody else? Do you guys have a clear vision of what you're going to do this week? Nod your head and say yes. Okay. All right. Well, it's 7:23. So anything else? Maybe another day. How to stack coaches. Well, right now, how to stack coaches. Ready in 2 minutes or less. Yes. Right now, it doesn't matter. Right now, you alternate. Okay? You build both legs evenly. In fact, ideally, I would alternate every other until you're what I call a double diamond. 8 coaches on each side and 2 emeralds. Because at that point, like, you have a good, solid diamond. So you're basically a double diamond and you're not going to drop. You do not want to drop out of diamond. And then you guys, honestly, once you get to diamond and then you're solid, then you can start stacking your weak leg to get to team leader. Do you guys know the percentage of team leaders who drop out of diamond? It's like 15%. From the percentage of diamonds who drop out, who don't get to team leader, is like 80% at one point. It's really high. So what I'm telling you right now is like, you guys learn the skills in this group. So like, keep your eyes on the prize. Like, go straight for 2-star. Like, we are not stopping here. Like, this is just a hop, skip, and a jump. Like, you guys go for team leader and then you go for 2-star. Okay? But until you're a double diamond, you don't get to stack. Because you need to hold that diamond. It's important to your team. So you want 2 emeralds on each side so you're not depending on one person, because that's just stressful. So now this week is all about just getting the 8 and 2, 8 and 2, 8 and 2, okay? And then you do it again, okay? You know how to do it, you do it again. And then you can stack and get to team leader. I'm a freaking 10-star diamond. Yeah, me too. Awesome. I love you guys. Any other questions? I'm really proud of you. You guys have worked hard and showed up, so let's keep working and not give up. Anybody else? You're welcome. All right, guys, get to work. And if you want feedback on your posts, you can tag one of your coaches, tag them in the comments. Okay? But if you need to tag us to be committed to making those awesome coaching posts, tag us. Hold yourself accountable. Because guess what? If you're a diamond, you're the boss. We're not babysitters. You guys are the boss here. You got it. Yay! Okay, now we do rah-rah cheerleader and we break. Okay. All right. Yay! Happy Saturday. I'm going back to bed. Like, that's the truth. My whole house is asleep and it's still dark outside. Okay. All right.